What's up, you guys? It is Eric from the Anabolic Aliens. Today, I'm here to bring you 5 exercises that are going to help you build your squat. Now, if you guys haven't heard by now, our apparel is launching soon, so some new Anabolic Aliens gear, some tanks, some t-shirts, designs that are going to be a little bit different than this. This is really old, but some new stuff is coming soon. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into the video. So guys, the first exercise that I'm going to show you is the pause squat. So the pause squat is basically a squat where you're going to pause the bottom for any duration of time given, and what it's going to help you with is the control out of the bottom of the movement. It's going to remove that flexibility, that snatch reflex, basically pulls you up out of the hole, that elastic response, so you have to develop more power and explosiveness out of the hole. We're going to show you a few reps to show you what the exercise looks like. Walk up to the bar. Gonna get our hands over. I like to do my thumb over the bar. It's totally preference with you guys. We're gonna go under. We're gonna unrack, take a few steps back, center ourselves up, nice and tight and controlled. As we come down like a typical squat, we're breaking at the hips and the knees, chest up, coming down, going to pause, come up, down, pause, come up. And what you're seeing right there is about 1 second pause. So the pause can vary depending on how you want to program it, but we're controlling the weight out of the bottom, we're holding it for a second, removing that elastic response so we can explode up and build more explosive strength in the squat. Alright guys, exercise number 2 is going to be the front squat. So the front squat is a movement that is definitely going to help you with your back squat. The difference, obviously, the bar is in front of the body, hence back being behind, front being in the front. So the bar is basically going to be sitting across your shoulders. And what this does is it puts a bar at a displaced path basically in front of your body, causing more quad activation and a lot more core tightness, because we're going to have to force thoracic extension, basically pushing the chest through. So we're building quad strength and core strength with this exercise. So let's show you what it looks like. There are 2 ways you can typically do it. You can do cross grip or Olympic grip. We're going to do Olympic grip just for the sake of this demonstration. We'll talk about that in a different video. So we're coming here. Everything remains the same. We're going to drop down, force our chest up, and keep everything nice and tight. So we're here, squatting, breaking parallel, coming up, one more, then right up. So if you incorporate front squats into your routine, you're going to see a lot of progress in your quads and also your overall core tightness. This movement is super explosive, just like the back squat, so you get a lot more explosive strength out of it. Core tightness, quad strength. It's a great movement to add to your leg day to really make sure you improve your squat. Exercise number 3 is the box squat. So with the box, guys, when you pick a box, make sure you pick a box where it's just above breaking parallel to squat. So typical squat, you break parallel. This one's just a little bit above. Now the box squat is going to help mainly with your lockout, and you're able to overload, meaning you can handle more weight. So we're building that explosiveness out of the top so we can lock right out. So let's show you what a few reps look like. Now the bar is going to be on our back like a typical back squat, because that's what we're overloading here. So we set up, come off the rack, step back. Make sure you're not too close to the box so the squat doesn't become awkward and it's just basically a hip pin, so we're going to be a little bit further away. Normal stance, we're going to squat down. Again, we're not breaking parallel here. We're going to sit upright, not too far back like we're in a chair, but right here, coming right up, explode up. Down, explode up. So the reason why we have the box there is we're taking the lower half out of the movement, working on that upper half, that lockout. We're able to handle more weight. So when we handle more weight, when we go to handle those lighter weights on a regular back squat, it's gonna feel lighter and our CNS is gonna be much stronger for the next time we tackle that weight. So it's a great movement to add if you're trying to increase your squat. Exercise number 4 is the pin squat. Now the pin squat is great again for building some acceleration through your sticking point. So what you do at the gym is when you have the power rack set up, what you want to do is set up the safety bars at your sticking point. So for most people, that's typically somewhere in the middle of the lift where their acceleration tends to slow down out of the hole. So for me, that's about when I squat to parallel or below parallel, I come up, and then once I break through parallel, there's that small, like little situation where I slow down during the lift. So what I've done is I've set this up right in that part. So let's take a little look at it as we do it. This exercise, we're gonna set up like our back squat. Typically, we're here. We're gonna set ourselves up. We're gonna come down, get here, right up, down, right up. Now, with this exercise, you want to put more of a focus on the concentric part, so that explosion, that coming up part, building that acceleration, and less of a focus on the eccentric, because basically these are here to protect you, whereas typically on a pause squat or a regular squat, you don't have these here. Well, you do, but they're more for safety. But right here, they're in that specific sticking point. That way you can build acceleration, build explosiveness out of your sticking point. So basically when you have a plateau, set it up in the part where you're failing on the lift, explode right up, and over time you'll see a much bigger improvement in your squat because you won't have that sticking point because you'll have built all that strength up for it, and coming up won't be a problem. Exercise number 5, guys, is the weighted one-legged squat to bench. So this exercise is a unilateral balance exercise. So when we're squatting, we have to focus on keeping our knee aligned with our toes in order to build explosive power out from the bottom of the movement up to the top while balancing on one foot. It's very complicated and difficult, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. So basically you wanna set up and hold it like a goblet squat. Right here, just like the box squat we did earlier, leave a little space between you and the box or the bench you're using, keeping our chest up, so forcing thoracic extension. We're gonna sit down to start. This is the easiest way to do this. Set up with one leg out in front, just a little bit limp. This shin is gonna be angled forward just a little bit. Our heel is down. We're going to explode up, control, come down, come up, control. And we're keeping the weight in the center of our foot. That's where all the balance is going to happen. In the center, our center of gravity is going to be over the center of our foot. Easy to think about as you come up. It's not easy, guys. You come up, you're gonna roll. You're gonna find your leg doing this a lot. Come up and come down. Now, because this is a unilateral balance exercise, we're working one leg at a time. So you have to do the same amount of reps in your left as your right. And you're gonna notice that you might have a weak spot. You might be better at balancing on one foot. For me, I used to play basketball. So when I take a layup, I was a righty. My left leg is a lot stronger if you know basketball. But basically my point is, if you have any imbalances, this is where you're going to correct them and literally balance and imbalance. So you have to balance in that one foot. Make sure that your balance is on point. You're exploding out of the hole. This is a great exercise to improve your back squat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you want to see me wearing a Bear Grips hat like this in every single video, make sure you click that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below talking about how awesome it is. You can also get it on beargrips.com. Discount code 15% off Anabolic Aliens. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell for all the updates on our channel. Follow us on Instagram at Anabolic Aliens because you want to see our progress. You'll be the first to know when that apparel comes out, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And as anyways, guys, I'm out of breath from doing all these squats. So I guess I'll just see you in the next video. Peace.